Today I'm going to share with you how to think about acquisitions if you are a business owner. If you don't know me, my name is Moran Polber. I'm the founder and CEO of Acquisitions.com. We're the largest community of M&A investors and entrepreneurs. We were involved in 100 plus transactions in the last 3 years and now also looking to invest in deals and roll-ups. So a few things you want to think about if you want to do acquisitions as a business owner, right? First of all, is it close to your home? Is it in a good area, close to your area? Are you buying competitors? Are you adding capabilities? Are you buying talent and team members? Maybe you're buying them for their go-to market strategies. Maybe they have different processes that they are better than you. So when you're thinking about buying businesses, you really want to ask yourself why you're doing that, right? What is your process? What is the reason for you to buy businesses in the first place, right? How are your existing customers going to get value by buying other businesses, right? Are they going to get any value? Will the acquisition target customer is going to get any value from your services and products if you're going to try to cross-sell, right? Do you want to even do acquisitions in the first place, right? You need to ask yourself, if you want to grow fast, you're probably going to get to it eventually, but those are some of the reasons for you to get started and think about that. So more things you can think about is, can you use data to make the acquisition more valuable, data that you have in your existing business? Can you sell more of their products? Can you leverage your go-to market strategy to promote the product of the acquisitions and vice versa? But of course, before you buy any business, you want to ask yourself, can you organically build it from scratch? Will it cost you less money? Should you build first and give that a try? How much it will cost you versus buying, right? How much headache it will take you? Like if you look at big companies like Facebook, for example, they tried to buy companies like Snapchat, they weren't able to, so then they just copied everything, right? They weren't able to buy TikTok, so then they were basically doing everything internally and copied a lot of those stuff and added those to Instagram. But what is the best thing for you? On the other side, they bought Instagram, right? They bought WhatsApp. So you can see that it's possible to do both. You need to ask yourself, when is it best to do one of those? Now you're probably asking, okay, how do you find businesses when you want to buy companies if you're an existing business owner? Well, here's the thing. If you're going to be out there doing deals, you're going to get a lot of inbound, right? Especially if you're a strategic buyer to those businesses. Otherwise, then it's just going out there and basically reaching out to business owners. You can also listen to your clients and see what businesses they like. If you want to buy complementary businesses, if you want to buy competitors, you might listen to some of the things your competitors are saying or anyone in your community. You can of course go directly to those business owners and just tell them, hey, look, I'd like to have a conversation and see if we can potentially invest in you, partner with you, buy you, right? Because that might be more relevant to them instead of them selling to someone else that is less strategic, or them going out there and raising capital and doing another series of funding. Who do you have in your existing relationships? Maybe you have suppliers, customers, people that might be your future acquisitions. Either way, I suggest you to have some kind of a list that you're constantly tracking in your CRM to basically have some data on those businesses and what that looks like. Now, when it comes to you buying the business and keeping the CEO or letting him go, there's no black or white answer here. Some of those owners will want to stay, some don't, and they just want to go out there and do something else. You need to appreciate both options and find solutions to handle it and basically have an opportunity for someone to stick around, but you'll need to find a way to integrate the CEO and find him some kind of a role, right? And some of them just don't want to do that. So you'll need to have some kind of an HR process for it to integrate a new CEO or transition him out of his role. Having some kind of a potential incentive pool with KPIs to hit for employees you bring to the company from the acquisition target is also a good idea for you to have. But in a nutshell, the process is you find the company, you meet the owner, you bring your team. You can bring, if you have a CFO, COO, CTO, your product person, and just bring them together, have a conversation and start to dive into those processes, right? How everything is going to integrate your IT, your HR, your facilities, benefits, and let everyone meet each other. So for example, if you have a CFO and their company have a CFO, let them meet together. Same with the CTO, COO, product, everyone that is in a key role, your head of sales, and see what they think, see if they see any value in it, see if they have any connection between the people, and build some kind of a plan to understand how long it will take you to merge post-acquisition, right? What's going to be the roadmap to connect between products? That's pretty much what you should do. Ideally, before you do an LOI, which is a letter of intent, you can create some kind of a pros and cons model on what it will look like, where the business will be in 1, 3, 5, 10 years from now, have some kind of a forecast and budget and plans for integrations and diligence. And then if you are confident about that, then going to an LOI can be 30, 90 days diligent process. But then after the acquisitions, of course, get ready to sign whatever is needed and have a process first 30, 90, 60 days of figuring out who are the employees you need to talk to, how to communicate with them, what the process is going to look like, what the transition is going to look like. You need to oversight everything. If you are the CEO, it's on you to oversight everything, but of course you'll have a team to help you with that, right? And of course you'll have some processes you'll need to work with regularly. If it's dealing with the seller, if it's, towards closing, dealing with tax issues, warranties issues, and other small details like that, to move towards closing the deal as soon as you can. Culture is also super important, of course, as well. If there is a mismatch with the culture, it can just slow everything down. Also, if you want to do a lot of changes after you buy the business, it can be really risky. So you need to really prepare a plan for that, because if the employees and the owner are not buying into the transition, then it can be very difficult to scale everything together, right? So make sure you have buy-in from the seller, maybe even before you close the deal, on what post-transaction integration is going to look like. And a lot of times those problems happen because you are not able to sell your vision the right way. If you can sell a big vision, then what I found out is a lot of the owners, if they want to grow a big business, then they'll be open to everything that can grow. But the problem that I see is that there's a cultural mismatch if someone just is not in a rush to grow and work hard, and if he's just not as excited to grow the business, then it's going to be a bit of a mismatch in culture, because one person want to grow fast, maybe you want to grow fast, and then you're buying a business owner that just want to take out. So you'll need to find a way to make sure everyone is okay with whatever your plan is, because you're the business owner, you're the CEO, you are buying that business, but you'll need to manage the expectations the right way there. And the most important, of course, is if you have some kind of a forecast and model and it's not coming to fruition, you need to really act fast and change things fast as you think things are not progressing. And in the first place, I would suggest to you that if there's a culture mismatch, then you probably need to walk away as soon as possible. Unless maybe it's a business with an amazing product that is so scarce, and and it's just like, I don't know, if you bought some kind of a product from Apple, then maybe there's so much scarcity and moat around their products, and it doesn't matter the culture, just the product matters. But usually, especially when it comes to small businesses, culture is everything, the people is everything, and knowing how to handle them, keep them accountable is everything, right? So if you have bad culture, it means that you're going to have and see slow progress at best, and worse, destroy your business. So you definitely want to prepare and think strategically when it comes to growing by acquisitions, on the right places, sectors, type of companies, and really prepare a forecast and just follow the plan, right? Having certainty, getting buy-in from everyone, your key leaders, the acquisition target key leaders, and the owner is super important. So communication is key. Telling them, hey, here's where we're going, here's who's responsible for what, here are the KPIs we want to meet, here's the forecast, here's why I'm doing that, here's where we want to be in 1, 3, 5, 10 years from now. And also ideally connecting everyone's bonuses to be dependent on results, and build the trust with the team, of course. Your certainty is going to be reflected on the owner, on the other team members, and it's going to be crucial. And I'll just end and say, in the end of the day, with M&A deals, it's all about relationships, it's all about people. We're in the people business. So ideally work with people you like and trust, and just don't work with assholes. That's probably a good rule. And you'll find out that it's just more fun to do business. And usually businesses are more successful when there's alignment with people. So hopefully that was valuable, guys. If you like that, like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you next time.